My question to you is, what advice would you give to your younger generation?
My advice is that do not be like me when I was young. I had a real good memory. My father used to tell us all kinds of things, but I didn't care. I'd rather be out dancing, playing, doing whatever. And I think every kid, you don't get interested into genealogy till it's too late. Your parents are gone. That's my advice. While they're alive, ask all the questions you want. And while they still have their mind there, I'll set. Okay.
Okay. What accomplishments are you most proud of in your life?
First of all, I love to dance. I was a dancer from different groups from Portugal, African American, and I worked for Arthur Murray. And my kids are my life. That's it.
Describe the personality of your parents.
My parents were very quiet. They were not very loving because they weren't taught to love their kids. But they did love us very much.
Alright, the next question is tell a funny story about one of your siblings.
Funny story about one of my siblings. Oh my God, there's so many I can't think.
Okay, tell three.
Tell three? That really stunned me. I'm sorry, I can't think. Give me another one.
What were your best and worst subjects at school? Did you play sports or do activities?
Yes, I did sports. I was in drill team for the football games. My best the sport was dancing class that I was in school, and the rest I didn't like.
With drill team, is that the big stick that you spin, throw up?
No, you make the different things. What do you call it? Your march, and you do names and things like that.
Oh, you hold the letters?
Yeah.
Spin the letters?
Yeah.
And stuff? Oh.
That was Garfield High School. Before what's his name took over. Like the guy that.
Edward Almost?
Yeah, but that wasn't his real name. Okay.
Okay.
What kind of games did you and your siblings play growing up?
When we were young, we used to play kick the can in the streets. We used to play hide and seek, and we those were the main ones because we didn't have TV. We didn't have all these gadgets that nowadays kids have too much of.
Okay. Describe a typical family dinner, and what were your favorite foods?
My favorite food is chile rellenos, and in my family or my parents' family? Or dinner? Which one?
Typical family with you and your siblings.
And my siblings? Okay. We had to have dinner at 4:30 every day because my father would get home from work at 4:30 and dinner better be ready and we had to eat at that hour. So he was very strict that we were all there together. We all had a family dinner together.
Okay. Now, did you have any pets growing up?
We had one dog, but all our animals that we had never were in the house animals.
Did you have like a little barn?
A bar?
Like a barn?
Oh, yes, my mother had like a chicken scoop. She had chickens, rabbits, and then what? That one dog. And that was it.
Nice.
Snow White was named.
Snow White?
Alright, what is your favorite family memory?
Too many. There's way too many to pick out just one. Because there are just as many good ones as there are bad ones. It's hard to say. It really is.
Is there one that just is very memorable?
Besides my wedding, that's about it. Like I said, as far as the Dienda family, we've had so many great parties and with the family. My grandparents were great. Everything. My parents were great. It's hard to say. At my age, I can understand maybe your age, you might have one favorite, but I'm in my late 60s now, and there's, like I said, there's too many to try to pick up one, because I'll say one right now, and then by the time I'm done with it, another one will pop in my head, you know. But not really, nothing that really stands out, because they all come together when you try to think of one. It's all, you know.
All the favorite ones come back. All your favorite memories come back all together.
They all come, you know, they come right after another, trying to pick one and say, which one do I want the best, you know? Yeah, was it this, was it this, was it this, was it my sister's birthday party, or was it my dad's anniversary, 50th anniversary, or, you know, was it grandpa's second, when he got married again, you know, that was a great party, you know? How do you pick one?
Yeah, you can't. There's just too many to remember.
Because you gotta remember, I'm only 4 years younger than Monia. You know, that's Anonia. Which was your favorite? She'll have a hard time picking also. You know.
My next question is, what advice would you give our younger generations?
Advice? Oh boy, the best thing to do is just stay in school and do what you're supposed to do, and no matter what it means, whatever needs to be done, you have to do it. Just be careful. Don't get caught. I don't care what you do, but just don't get caught. That's the hard part, not getting caught, because there's things in life you're going to end up doing you may regret later, but if you do them right, you won't get caught. But like I've told my boys, if you have to think about it, don't do it. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I can do for advice in life, because if you don't get your education, and if you're not careful, because, you know, a lot of kids, they drop out, and that's when they get in trouble. Stay in school. If I can make it, anybody can. Yeah. Because I was not the best student.
What were your best and worst subjects at school?
Best and worst? 90% of them were worse. Only a few when I finally got to high school I enjoyed. It was basically your machine shop. I love working with machines and drafting. I like that. But needless to say, I didn't get into either one of those professions.
Did you play sports
No, I didn't.
or do activities?
My activities basically was track and field. I like track and cross country. I ran for a few years. That's a lot of work, but doing 25 miles a day.
You were fit? You were fit?
Good what?
Fit.
I was fit, yeah. You get to figure, because when I went into high school, I weighed 128 pounds, 5'8". When I graduated high school, I was 132 pounds, 5'8.5". It wasn't until later when I finally put on some weight and grew. If you go by sections, at 18 I was this size. By the time I was 26, I was 175 pounds. I was fit.
You still fit?
I was still fit. I didn't start losing it until I got a sit-down job where I had to sit down for a living. When you do that, everything just goes, you know, you're still working, but everything just goes. So watch out what you should do when you get a job. Make sure you stay active.
Okay.
You know, that's very hard to do sometimes. And look at my oldest daughter. Now she's trying to stay active and lose that weight that she put on from sitting down in a job so long. It happens. Yeah.
What kind of job is it?
What is she doing? Well, she's not really a secretary, but something like that. She works in the office or something.
Oh.
Yeah, office jobs. Mine was a truck driver, so the truck driver used to sit on his butt all day. You know, 8, 10 hours, 12 hours a day. Look at this guy. He's trying to stay fit.
What is your favorite family memory?
My favorite family memory? Well, when my mom and dad were alive, and we used to go to their parties all the time. You know.
You guys, well, you're good for ideas.
Did you have any pets as a child? What were they?
Pets? Yeah, we had a little dog. They called him Happy. He was I don't know what to call him, a mongrel or whatever.
Describe the personality of your parents. Describe the personality of your parents. How were they?
He was. That's why they called him Happy. He was a real happy
Your
boy.
parents, your parents.
Oh, my parents?
Yeah.
Well, they were real good to us, and they always told us right and wrong, you know.
Tell a funny story about one of your siblings.
Funny story of one of my siblings. Oh. I can't remember, but I know Mark was always getting in trouble.
Describe a typical family dinner. What were favorite foods?
Well, my mom made a lot of good food, but her tortillas were the best in the world. Everybody knows that. Everybody always asks about that tortillas.
You're trying to get that recipe.
Yeah.
Really trying to find that one. What were your best and worst subjects at school?
Yeah, that's a 2 question.
Only 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done way more than that.
Oh.
Probably math and was one of my worst, and art was probably one of my best.
What advice would you give our younger generation?
Study hard and don't get into trouble and respect your parents. Because nowadays a lot of kids don't respect their parents.
What is your favorite family memory?
My favorite family memory is, that's a hard question because I have a lot of favorite ones. But I think one of my favorite ones when we used to go on vacation with our friends and we'd carpool to the beach and we'd all play at the beach.
Did you have any pets as a child? What were they?
I had a shaggy dog and his name was Happy.
Okay. Describe the personality of your parents.
Okay, my father was very strict, very stern, and my mother was much more loving and kind, but they were both strict with us. They made us obey them.
What is your favorite family memory?
Another favorite family memory, huh? Gee, I don't know. Favorite family memory is sitting down at the table. Well, something that I remember, maybe not be my favorite. Sitting down at the table eating pork chops. Like I said, I really love pork chops. And I used to eat them very slowly. Just go all around like that. I'd put them down and I'd eat something else. And as I was doing that, my sister would steal them off my plate.
Okay. What accomplishments are you most proud of in your life?
Most proud of are my children, being able to give them an education and seeing that they seem to be very happy, and I think that's important to me to see my children accomplished and happy.
What advice would you give our younger generations?
To make sure that they study at school and get an education and decide what they want to do and go after it. And really, it doesn't have to be a lawyer or whatever, but it has to be something that you like and really study that and learn.
So, describe the personality of your parents.
The personality of my parents, they're outgoing, happy, very pleasant, knowledgeable, and loving.
Second question. What advice would you give our younger generations?
Study hard, be good, and give it all you got.
That's good advice.
Don't stop. You know, if you want something, you can get it. Mind over matter.
Okay, my name is Gilbert De Anda. My father's name is John Gilbert De Anda. My mother's name is Lorenza De Anda. You want to start with the questions?
Sure. The first question is, what advice would you give our younger generations?
Okay, for the younger generation, it would be to stay close to your family and enjoy any time that you can with your family, because you never know whether if you're going to be here or out of town or out of state, wherever you live. So have fun every time you get together with your family.
Very well said. And the next question is, what is your favorite family memory?
The favorite memory would be spending time Sundays at our grandparents' house, getting together after church and either having menudo or, whatever it was that they were making for breakfast, or it would have to be having tortas. And the elderly people would know having tortas would be probably the best time ever. Having lengua tortas with everybody's, either being the guacamole or being the fresh bread that they would make. And that'd probably be the best memory that I have with the family.